Hey guys, how we doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. So this is our daily Forex update. So straight over to those charts. So yeah, you can see here we've got our Euro US dollar, a potential entry to sell on this 4-hour 9 candle. I did actually take this short, but I actually shorted it on the 9 candle, and then took a small amount of profit and then broke even on the rest. As you can see, the level it pretty much wicked under. Not really wicked under. We did slightly close under, which then would have triggered the actual trade based on the bottom of the 9 candle. But we came back above this line, so it's always fine margins with trading. I mean, sometimes you'll get wicked under and you won't get the follow through. But yeah, you can see though that line then pretty much acted as support, and then bounces higher. So yeah, you can see that we are only really waiting for a new entry. The actual buy entry would have been obviously a break of the top of the 9 candle. So that would have been a great buy as we broke above there, and you'd be sat in a profit on that trade. So yeah, this is looking strong here. Obviously not what I thought would happen. Well, that's obviously a lie. My guess was my overall guess was down, but I drew obviously all the possibilities on. So it wasn't what I thought would happen yet, but yes, but I did put obviously all the trade options, the long and the sell, the levels to buy, the levels to sell, and yeah, as you can see by the hours we drew, it clearly went up to where we thought it was going to go. So yeah, great trading there. So yeah, so far as this asset stands now, we get into a daily 9 nearly. Yeah, we had a daily 9 look, and we clearly didn't close below that, so there was no trade there on the daily 9 either. And if we had, because obviously we had this daily 9 at roughly the same time we had the 4-hour 9, it probably would have been more prudent to trade it off the daily 9 since we had it, so which would have meant the sell entry was a bit lower, which then would have meant obviously you wouldn't have got closed into this trade on the smaller time frame. So yeah, that's just something to consider when you're placing these TD trades, that if you only have the 4 hour to go on, then you only have the 4 hour to go on. But if you have a larger time frame to go on, then sometimes it can just be better to go with a larger time frame, especially because we're having such a strong move up here anyway. So right, so let's have a look at cable. I'm guessing, yeah, cable just exactly reached our target, look. Exactly up to the 200 that we'll look at. Well, it should be a 200. Is it 200 on the daily? No, but it was basically the sort of these highs. We drew in a trend line, or I drew an imaginary trend line in my mind, and then drew the arrow up and said this is about where we could go up to. And that is literally exactly where we are at the moment. So yeah, potentially get up to potentially a bit more room to run. You can see we're only on a 6 TD candle, so we've got 7, 8, 9 to go. So I think that could get us up to the 200 here, but then I would probably expect some sort of some sort of rejection from the 200. Let's have a look on the 4 hour. Anything interesting trade wise? Yeah, we had 9, so we can draw a trade here on the 4 hour very easily. And it basically is sell below this line here, sell below the 9 candle. So I'll just whip this on, get rid of the arrow. I don't think I got rid of the arrow then. And yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'd probably target here, this sort of horizontal support there. We'll get rid of the arrow this time. There we go. So yeah, potential trade here for cable. Dollar index looking very weak. Very weak. Very weak. We didn't get the bounce here. Again, this is again, and I'll say it again. I said it about 10 times now. This was another example of I thought we would go up, but I drew the trade. I drew the short trade in. I was like, look, if we break below here, this is a short trade. I think it was based off a daily, not 12 hour. I don't know why I clicked 12 hour. No, it wasn't. So it was based off this 4 hour. I obviously just drew it before the 4 hour candle completed. But yeah, so yeah, it was just a move down if we get a bounce off here, but obviously if we don't, obviously further downside. So yeah, dollar index. This is maybe the chickens are coming home to roost as far as all the dollar printing going on in the US. But I would be careful. I'd be careful thinking it's all over for the dollar, because as soon as things start to turn around in the world as a whole, stock markets, asset markets and things, then you can bet your bottom dollar that this dollar is going to be a flight to safety and it's going to whipsaw back up. So be cognizant of that. Incidentally, that is the root of a lot of my bearishness on the Euro US dollar, because it's bearishness on the euro and strength, and then bullishness on the dollar. And obviously my bullishness on the dollar is obviously bullishness on this dollar index, which is predominantly euro US dollar anyway. But anyway, so yeah, but either way, we are breaking down here. This is breaking down, so whether this turns out to be some sort of epic short, well, sort of long squeeze type trade. I mean, because look, we've got a massive move down here, looking absolutely terrible. This is obviously into March. I mean, it's difficult to look at this because every market went wild at this point in time. But yeah, look, we had the move down, and then whap, bam, that is an epic move, epic retrace, and 100% extra. So yeah, so obviously we know we can get these crazy moves. I would not, literally, I would not be surprised, like I just said. I mean, if we move down, things start to look bad, and then bang, we move back up again. But like I said, I can't trade. If I traded like that, I would have stopped trading a long time ago, because I ran out of money. So that's not how we trade, basically. And we got, yeah, still plenty of time for a sell, a 9 buy in the daily as well. So yeah, I mean, you just have to look for more weakness in this, and whilst we get more weakness in this, I would look for more strength in silver and gold, and more strength in Bitcoin. This is not a coincidence, this move down in the dollar and the rally in gold, silver and Bitcoin. So euro, pound. So yeah, so we had the 9. What did I draw on here trade wise? Did we have anything daily? Yeah, so we had the 9 here, the 9 sell here, so obviously we got the breakdown, and we broke down again. So yeah, we obviously was involved in that trade. But yeah, let's have a look what we got on the 4 hour. So there was a case of this 4 hour 9. Yeah, this 4 hour 9 here was going to be a potential. Well, yeah, it was this. Obviously, we had this 4 hour 9 in sell before we had this one in that. Yeah, so obviously, I mean, we're reaching those targets. I mean, it's easy to put in a buy trade now. Now this is done, so what we'll do is we'll just move this down here. So this is the potential buy trade, a break above this 9 here. Can I? Yes, I can. Look at that. And where would the target be? Probably around this level would be initial target. That makes sense. Maybe then start to print head and shoulders, and then we could come down further. But yeah, either way, that's what I'd look to on that. See if it lines up with anything on the daily. No, nothing really going on the daily. But yeah, so this is, yeah, so potential buy trade, because what I would say, we've got the nice 4 hour 9 here. We have a long wick down here, and so I mean, it's not just a 9 candle. We trade above this red 1 candle here as well. That does signal a buy entry based on pure candlestick analysis, and on the daily we've got an even nicer looking reversal doji candle. So if we trade above, again it's the same level because it is the same level. Yeah, if we trade above there, definite potential. Nothing's definite, it's not financial advice, but a nice buy trade. And look, the overall trend is up, so this is just a resumption of the trend, and we could expect, I mean, to be honest, actually, if we get a buy here, I would at least expect I'd at least target up to here, basically. But then the thing is, if we take out that, we'll actually draw this on, because then if we take out that level, then clearly the sky's the limit. So we'll put that on. We'll put that on there. So there we go. Aussie dollar, Swiss franc. Yeah, pretty simple trade here. We had it. We called it the 200. This is, let's go on to the 4 hour. It probably was based off that daily 9 though. Well, it's based on the 4 hour daily. We have both of them, so if you see here, yeah, so we got there up to the 9, and then it's a very simple trade again. Once we broke above the 9, buy, because we're still going up. And then yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to draw a sell trade so far away from price now at the moment, so I won't do that. Let's look at the 4 hour. Can we get rid of some of these? Yeah, we can probably get rid of this now we've had the move up. We'll leave that on there, leave this on. So yeah, so obviously reached our target. Got a 9 about the target, and then yeah, continuation up. We'll just leave that. I'm not going to draw on a potential sell trade, because like I said, it's quite far away from price here. So if we did reverse and come down to here, I would expect to bounce off that level anyway. Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. A lot of these things are massively exceeding our targets, but hey, yeah, so big move up here. Yeah, nothing really to say other than that's got plenty more upside in it if it wants to, if it so wishes to keep going. We're above the all recent highs. We've got some nice momentum in there. We've got no daily, no daily or 12-hour counts to get in our way. We've not even got a 4-hour count to get in our way. So I expect this is going to keep going. Is my bet. Euro, US dollar, Japanese yen. Yeah, this is just nothingness, is this? I mean, we had a nice sell trade down there. No 9 since. Daily, and there will be nothing. We you see with price, but I just know by looking at price action, we come to daily, we're not even close to a 9. There's nothing doing here. That was the last 9 that did reverse price on the daily. That was a previous one that did reverse price price on the daily, and this is the one before that did reverse price on the daily. Canadian dollar, yeah, so we had a pretty simple trade in here. I can obviously see this is we've always got a 4-hour 9 that we broke over here. Yeah, broke at 4-hour 9. Check out that level, onwards and upwards. We are coming up on a 9 soon, so we'll have to keep an eye on that because there'll be potential sell trade here. Potential sell trade here. We're quite far away from the moving averages. Yeah, I mean this may even be the high. The 9 may only be around here, and then we'll have a sell basically below the 9. But I'd literally probably say a sell below the level we broke out at, which is here. So we'll draw that back on a bit longer. I'm not going to draw this on. I mean, I can't draw the arrow yet because we've not had the candle closers. Right, Euro, Japanese, because no, we've not had the 9 candle, not the candle closures. Sorry. Yeah, so we've been looking for shorts in this, and we ain't been getting them. So no trade there. This can still stay on. What is this based off? This must be based off a daily. I'm guessing we just... No, it's not based... Was it based off a 12-hour? Yes, it was. Based off a 12-hour. So yeah, nothing doing there. Didn't even come close. Onwards and upwards. So probably just wait for another 3 days for a daily 9 for a new entry. We didn't get this trade, so we'll delete this now. Right, Aussie dollar, US dollar, again same thing. Market's running away with price, which is completely reasonable. We should have had a line above the top of this 9 also, not just the bottom, saying we break back above, bang, and then there's your trade basically. I mean, again, nothing to do on the 4-hour. Nothing to do, sorry, 12-hour. 4-hour, we're gonna have a 9 here, I'm sure, somewhere. Yeah, we had a 9 there, but even 4-hour 9, just there was no sell trade. So we're just waiting on this one. US dollar, Canadian dollar. So we basically had our 9 there. We didn't move above it. Did we have any 12-hour daily 9s there? We must have done. Come on. No, we didn't. So it's just purely based on a 4-hour chart. Oh, we've got a nice another 9 now. So we didn't get the reversal there. So well, we'll just move it. Here we go. So new level. Better levels. Right, here we go, and we'll target the 50 because the 21. I mean, the 21's not far. No, yeah, we'll leave it there, targeting that. But yeah, potential buy trading here, US dollar, Canadian dollar. Let's just have a quick look at the 12-hour daily. Yeah, there's plenty of room to run in those. So I mean, I think that is probably reasonable. Only targeting the 21 on this 4-hour because the daily and the 12 and the daily have got plenty of legs left in them. Here we go. So we had this buy here, and we messed about with our entries a bit here. It obviously closing above and then coming back down again, and then getting back above and now closing below. So it's a bit of chop going on in this asset. Let's see what we've got on the 12-hour daily. I mean, these 12-hour daily candles are looking obviously 12 hours not. These daily candles are looking pretty indecisive stroke bullish if we take out the top of them. So on this daily, I'm going to obviously forget why I've moved this line here because obviously I've done it based on just the top of these 2 doji candles on the daily. But hey, we'll put it on and then see what happens. This is obviously we'll just move this over here. Yeah, so potential buy trade here. I mean, I don't necessarily like it. Yeah. I don't like this as a shorter time frame trade because obviously you can see how we're moving. So a daily, I'm more comfortable with it, and I'm more comfortable with it based on just taking out the top of those wicks. So that's what I'll be looking at here. Right. So New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Yeah. So we had a 9. We didn't break below. We should have had the line at the top. We broke above. At the 200 now though, so potential 200 day moving average resistance. So keep an eye out for that. Come on, there's got to be a 9 here. Yeah, here's a 9. So we'll draw a sell underneath this candle here. Potential sell trade. potential sell trade breaking it below here, and I guess that's where our target. Let's just have a quick look what this is like on the daily. Yeah, that looks fine. That looks fine. US dollar, Brazilian real. Yeah, so we're not in our buy trade yet for here. If we're not broken above here on that daily 9, I bet no, there won't be anything on the 4 hour. I can tell by looking at it. Yeah, nothing on the 4 hour other than obviously this 9 here, which was a great trade, but I must have seen this before and noted it, but we just didn't put it on in time. US dollar, Mexican peso. Yeah, so you can see this has to be a daily. This has to be a daily too. Yeah, so the top of the daily 9. I mean, this candle maybe had, I don't know why it was drawn there and not a bit thingy, but either way, that's there. That is what it is. We didn't close above it. Yeah, potential 9 here. So we will move this down to a potential buy entry closing above here now. We'll just draw this on. I don't know how far up this line's going or not. But yeah, based on a 4 hour candle, potential entry here. Where's this arrow? Where's this? Why is it so far up? Is the 200 this? Wait, we'll target the 50. Where is the 200? Oh, it's below us. It's a very bearish chart to be above the 200. Oh, there it is. Whoop, there it is. I knew that anyway. What was I even thinking? Anyway, so US dollar, Turkish lira. Yeah, again, see we've got the trade, daily trade above there, buy, take out the bottom, sell, and I'm guessing we had a nice sell, and I'm guessing this was a 4 hour because we drew it with the thinner, whatchamacallit, and yeah, great trade. There we go, great trade. Look at that. I mean, this is one of the ones I don't like. I don't like extended 9 candles, but I mean, it did keep us out of all this chop, and then when we eventually broke it, bang, straight down. So I mean, that just shows you how good it is. That's how you have your rules, you stick to them, even if the candle's bigger and you don't like it. It's still the better trade. You could have thought, right, I'm going to move it up to the bottom of this one candle, and look, you're in and out of your sort of, what are you in and out of trade? Yeah, you're sort of in and out a bit around here, but at least now it's clean, straight down. So great trade, and that brings us to the end of our list. So anyway, right, there we go, guys. So remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. You should always do your own research, and thank you for listening, and please smash the like button, and I will speak to you tomorrow on the next video.